We have a fantastic class set up for us. You're going to enjoy it. It is, it's one of those ones that raises your awareness. So we want to make sure the last couple of classes that we have had thus far has raised your awareness. For some of y'all, it's been kind of rough. So you want to be open and receptive because this is more than likely information you do not know. Kim Trosper's online. Wait a minute. What you say? Asia Pacific's finest. Kim, unmute your mic. Let me hear from you.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, Kim Trosper.
Yeah.
Oh, doing good. Yeah, Kim Trosper is a founding member. She is always active, and she's recently moved to Asia Pacific. Where are you at right now, Kim?
I am in Thailand, and it is Friday for me. So I'm a day ahead of y'all.
It's Friday, Thailand for Kim Trosper. She is one of our very favorite. I have huge millionaire plans for Kim Trosper, and I don't mean millionaires a metaphor. I mean millions. Kim, you still don't mind millions, right?
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Welcome it, bring it on.
Outstanding. American millions in Asia Pacific is a lot of money, Kim. A lot of money.
Yes.
Appreciate you. We're going to get started here. Okay, you're in. We're going to get started. Today's class. Hold on real quick. Who am I hearing from? I got an echo. Make sure you mute it. Yeah. Y'all hear echo, right?
I don't.
All right, hold on. There's definitely echo. I'll fix that. You all?
It's me.
There we go. That's all right. I'll fix it. All right, we got to go. It was showing you muted, but you weren't. But we got to good to go now. Today's class is building a disruptive company with disruptive advertising. That's today's class. Building a disruptive company with disruptive advertising. Building a disruptive company with disruptive advertising. And if you want more, a subtitle would be Facebook, Instagram, and Wish. That's what we're talking about today. Facebook, Instagram, Wish. Facebook, Instagram, Wish is what we're going to focus on. Building a disruptive company and with disruptive advertisement. We're going to let Deanna here log in. Are you back in? All right, come on. Just start us off real quick and then I'll take over.
Awesome sauce. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Businesses need to adapt their mindset to the new world of marketing. Let's look at old world marketing versus new world marketing. The first shift went from radio to TV. Businesses around the world started running TV commercials like they'd run radio ads. There would be a man in front of the camera holding up an image, and there will be a narrator narrating that image. Of course, the ad wasn't native to television, and there was a huge misunderstanding of what makes a good TV commercial. We didn't know what a TV advertisement should look like. We tried to bring the old world into the new world. A similar thing is happening today as we move from TV commercial and outdoor media world to Facebook and Instagram world. We understand that, we can't copy and paste old media onto new media. We can't copy and paste a TV advertisement into an Instagram advertisement. We understand this, but there's a more advanced conversation that we're not having around what actually does work in a social media environment. For example, should you be changing out actors and actresses in your videos to demographically match the customer base that you'd be targeting? Should you test your messaging by posting a tweet or a blog post first to see if it's worth spending money on a video? How many pieces of content should you be creating for each segment? These are the questions that we should be asking ourselves. You know, there's a huge misunderstanding of what it takes to win in media marketing today, and those that do understand are killing it and building massive businesses. Let's take a look at Wish.com. By show of hands or comments, who all knows about Wish.com? Okay, so I see hands up and I see heads shaking no. Okay, Miss Kim, I see the I do. Who else? Okay, Wish.com. If you have shopped on Wish.com, it's absolutely amazing. I just want to put my personal opinion on there just for a second. Wish.com is great. If you want to do some shopping, check out Wish.com. Wish.com is a mobile shopping app founded by engineers at Google who worked on the AdWords product. If you know about AdWords, then you know what I'm talking about for Google. They are doing billions of dollars in sales, and it's possible the only conceivable threat to Amazon today. That's Wish.com. If you are a possible threat to Amazon, what does that mean? That means, like I said, you are killing it and your business is dominating. Wish is hitting tens of millions to billions of dollars in sales by spending 100% of their budget on influencers, Facebook, and Instagram. Sir?
$1 billion in revenue.
My apologies. They are hitting tens of billions of dollars in sales and revenue by spending 100% of their budget on influencers, Facebook, and Instagram. My question is, do you have a marketing budget? And if so, where is it going? Do you have it in 50 million different places? Or do you have it focused and saturated? How does your marketing budget look and where is it going? Nearly 90% of Fortune 500 companies are declining in business because of a simple decision to spend their money elsewhere versus the people who don't eat if they don't market their businesses in the right way. You really need to be more practical with how you spend your money for advertising. I'm going to give you five ways to spend your marketing. The first one is create 20 to 100 plus audience segments. What do I mean by that? Create 20 to 100 plus audience segments. You should be creating more content in order to put your budget behind more than just 4 to 5 pieces and expecting your brand to soar. It's much more impactful to segment your customer base into 20 to 100 segments and create content specifically for each of those segments. Prime example, Milky Way. Milky Way segments their content. They may have one commercial for those who love baseball. So someone's at a baseball field during a baseball game eating a Milky Way. They may segment one content to skateboarders. You may have someone skateboarding and they open up a Milky Way while they're skateboarding and kick, push, kick, I'm sorry. They may open up their Milky Way while they're sitting there and they're gliding on their skateboard. Or you may have someone sitting in their house watching Netflix and they open up a Milky Way and they lean back and they bite into their Milky Way and sip their Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's a wonderful thing. That's segmenting your content to hit a specific audience. You'll be much more likely to get a reaction from your audience if you created content that's contextual to who they actually are. This is, we always say, poll your audience. When you poll your audience, you'll know how to segment your content based on your audience. So if you have one audience base that's all about skateboarding, if you have another audience base that's all about blogs, if you have another audience base that's all about natural whatever, segment your product. If you have a homemaker, segment your product to where you have someone washing dishes, you know, in their home, cleaning their house, and the whole while they have headphones on, and then when they turn to go to their phone to hit pause, they see your product in their phone because they're listening to you while they're being the house mom, while they're picking up their kids, while they're cleaning up the house, while they're doing the grocery shopping. That's segmenting for the housewives, the homemakers. The women who want to be at home but still want your product, that's a commercial of them using your product. That's segmenting the content to them specifically. Or let's say you have the businessman that's on the run. He's always on a plane. He hops from one plane to the next, from one hotel to the next, from one business, from one conference room to the next. And the whole time in between, he has headphones in his ears because he's still developing his business and he needs to go through a certain type of training. And through all of this, when they turn around and they see him sit down just for a moment and he pick up his phone, they see a glimpse of your product on his phone. Now you're segmenting your content to match the businessman on the run or the businesswoman on the run. These are examples of audience segment. The next one is don't worry about hi, C as in cat, P as in Paul, M as in Mary. CPMs are cost per impression or cost per 1,000 impressions. When you have podcasts and when you're advertising your podcast, this is how you price your podcast as well. It's a term used in traditional advertising media selection as well as online advertising and marketing related to web traffic. But when doing this, the broader you go, the broader you go, the more vanilla your messaging needs to be. What does vanilla mean? A vanilla strategy is a common and proper approach to investing or decision-making in business. Although the concept is relatively basic, some investors and businesses excel because they stick with an ordinary vanilla strategy while others succeed through innovation. It's why brands like Coca-Cola and Skittles have used slogans like open happiness or taste the rainbow. In the old world of marketing, it wasn't possible to go narrow. You only had a few pieces of content that millions of people would see. So your slogan had to be vanilla. It had to be broader. But when you go narrow, you might pay higher for your cost per 1,000 impressions or your CPMs. But your creative has a much better shot at converting because you can tailor your message to your segment. Too many companies are thrilled to pay lower costs for higher reach, then get confused when their creative doesn't get anyone to do anything. What that means, they're so busy paying so much and putting so much behind one or two advertisements, and they're so broad, but then they get frustrated because it's not reaching anybody. But if you segment your messages, if you tailor your messages and spend a little more, you'll be able to get that turnover. You'll be able to get that. Before I do number 3, I would like to reach out to Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Oh, you might want to keep going because I got a laptop.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. We're going to keep on running. Number 2.
What's number 2?
Number 2 is don't worry about hi, C as in cat, P as in Paul, M as in Mary, CPM. Okay.
Basically, that's cost per 1,000, CPM. Get your mic. That's, hold on.
Thank you.
Basically, that's cost per thousand. That basically means that all right, so back over here. Here we go. You can hear me?
Yes.
All right. Just got a 20-second delay over there. Don't worry about spending more for Liddell, is what that section meant. I said that because it's going to come back up when I start talking. Okay, go ahead. No, you still got that delay. All right, no worries. I'm talking to you until I hear your echo. Just unmute yourself. There you go. You got a little 20-second. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for that. Number 3, run retargeting ads on the most engaged viewers. Run retargeting ads on the most engaged viewers. Here's a winning strategy that will convince you that marketing works for the rest of your life. Create a contextual long-form video and get 100,000 people to see it. Then take viewers who watched 2 to 3 minutes of that video and retarget them with a call to action. You will be stunned how many of them will convert. Again, create a contextual long-form video. A long video that targets a certain segment, a contextual long-form video, and get 100,000 plus people to see it. Then take viewers who watched 2 to 3 minutes of that video and retarget them with a call to action. How will you know if they have watched the video for 2 to 3 minutes? Facebook has a portion that Antonio has showed us his on several occasions that you can go in, see the video that you posted, and see how many people have engaged with the video over so many amount of minutes. You can click that, you can go in, and you can retarget them with a call to action. Thank you for watching my video. Click this and subscribe here. Click this and do this. Click that and do this. You'll be stunned how many of them convert. Number 4, test and learn before spending money on promotion. Test out your messaging through a tweet or a blog post or a simple post. If it works, you could make a picture that goes more in depth. If it gets traction, you can make a short video clip. And if that works, you can expand into something bigger. I'm gonna go through the process again. Test out messaging through a tweet or a blog post or a simple post. If that works, you can make a picture that goes more in depth with it. If that gets traction, you can make a short video clip. If that works, now you can expand that into something bigger. Number 5, create brand identity by producing a hero iconic anchor video. Create brand identity by producing a hero iconic anchor video. Think of an anchor video as a Super Bowl commercial for a small business. So much attention goes into those commercials because just about everyone in the world is watching during the game and after the game. I know everybody remembers the commercial, okay, little goofy moment. The commercial where the guy, he's in his house, he's chilling, his homeboy calls him. He's like, hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing. What you doing? Ah, drinking a beer. What you doing? Ah, drinking a beer. Hey, what's such and such doing? Oh, he just walked in. Hey, tell such and such, what's up? Everybody remembers that video. It was so bad that every time me and my dad communicated via the phone, we were like, I would pick up the phone. I would say, hello. My dad's like, what's up? I was like, what's up? You want something like that. Do you realize how much attention went into that one commercial for Super Bowl? So much attention goes into it because, again, just about everybody in the world is watching Super Bowl. They watch them for the commercials. They watch the Super Bowl halftime, and they watch the game itself. But the commercials really take the cake. We want to see who's going to come out with the best commercial. So imagine the attention that goes into those commercials. Do the same for you. Create your Super Bowl commercial. That's why brands put so much effort into crafting the message and the narrative of their commercials, because they know that it will play a massive role in how people see their brand. That same process, that same thought process should apply to your business. I understand that you don't have the same budget as those companies do, but you can still create an iconic video that shows who you are or who your company is, and you can distribute it across social media. Social media platforms are creating ways and more ways for you to be able to put longer videos on a platform. And if you couldn't put a video on it before, now you can. Look for the specifics and how long the video has to be and what you need to do to get it on every platform and create one iconic video. Create your Super Bowl video and go for it. And if done well, it could lead to a massive amount of sales, and you build a strong brand at the same time. Who all knows what the Clydesdales represent? Who all knows what the jingle, the white polar bears represent? Where do we see them? I don't know about y'all, but I see them every Christmas. Mm-hmm. I also see them on some Super Bowl commercials because, you know, Super Bowl's kind of getting close to that time frame. It's winter. But they have created iconic commercials. Is it the Clydesdale that run through the city when it's snowing? And they pop it. Okay. I just remember Clydesdale. Horses are my favorite words, I say. Ladies and gentlemen, you have your notes, you have your points. Let's go out there and let's create businesses that massively build and run. And let's get some income flowing into our bank accounts. Let's get some commerce going. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to turn this over to Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. for some Q&A. And I'm hitting mute.
All righty, we got the delay? No delay, good. Before I answer Talisha's question, the first thing I want to do is the bulk of that information, we was already working on some 2019 strategies for you all. Then Gary V released a blog, Gary Vaynerchuk, about such things. So I'm going to go ahead. You'll be able to see a lot of what Deanna was talking about right here for yourself so you can listen. Not only was that excellent, she explained what Gary V said and also what she knows and what we do around here. Do you receive? I need you to receive that because we're about to go deeper. As far as getting 100,000 people to see your video, for one, this is to answer Talisha's question now. For one, you can't put out crap product. Number two, care. Does your audience know that you care? And is your product crap? You're not going to get to 100,000 anything with a crap product and not caring. It answers your question. The problem is y'all are so you. The only thing you care about is you. How do you look good in this video? How do you, in your videos, your stuff has no value. It's just you. You're in this big old you-gasm of you just pleasing yourself. And you can't do that. No one cares. Okay? No one cares. So remember that you can't put out crap products, and you have to actually and genuinely care about what you're saying, what your audience, and what you're putting across. When I watch your video, am I learning from your content, or am I just watching your swag? All right? And I don't mind you being swaggy, but I'm going to need to learn. Please keep me entertained, but I came here for $1 million idea. You going to give me one? Or do I need to just listen to you entertain yourself with a big old you-gasm? Right? Don't do that. No one cares. Okay? Please yourself in the privacy of your own home. Don't get on my timeline and do that. It just is what it is. But that's what it feels like, watching y'all just throw up some content that makes you feel good. That's exactly what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. That being said, we're going to go deeper, but if you have 30 years experience, 45 years experience, 40 years experience, or if you know the Lord, or I'm trying to give real examples of in this group right now. Or yes, I'm trying to literally hit everybody, or I just don't understand. Just tell me what I need to do. Who else? I think, okay, I hit everybody. I'm trying to find my way, or this is too difficult, or my customers won't buy. I'm hitting everybody. Oh no, I forgot the classic Tempest. But I'm a nonprofit. It works different for me. I forgot the classic. I hit everybody. I've looked at my little Hollywood squares here, and I hit everybody. I'm hitting everybody, okay? You need to pay attention because the world has shifted on you. We're about to go deeper and talk about it, but you need to be open and receptive because what you know is in the way. All right? What you know is in the way. Let's start from the beginning of Deanna. I'm recapping Deanna now.
Wait, I
you need
to
pay attention. No problem. Which part? The part where I... Mm-hmm.
When you say what we know gets in the way, what do you mean by that?
Yes, no problem. That means that you know your business and you know what you like, but you don't know what your audience likes. For instance, I was in a meeting yesterday with a very good businesswoman that is dominant in this area. And then she crossed over and wants to do an event for her area. But she only knows how to do church events. Now you done walked around to the Double Tree and you trying to do an event with this church event mindset. It don't work the same. What she knew was in the way. And I sat there. for an hour and a half. Deanna was with me. I sat there for an hour and a half. And the lady, as wonderful as she is, believe me, she is a star. She's actually one of my clients. She is a star. She was out of her element and she tried to use her experience, and her experience got in the way of her money. I'm dead serious. Just a real conversation, real numbers, okay? Real conversation, real numbers. She wanted to bring $5,000 from this event. And the whole time, she needed to raise her ticket prices, but she wouldn't because she knew, Alicia, her customers won't buy a $50 ticket. Okay, the same thing I was saying yesterday. Literally, I said the same thing yesterday, Grace. Grace just said, come on, you got to do it to sell 100 of those. Because we so good at sales. We so good at sales that Grace went right to where I went to. And I want you to pay attention. So the lady suggests we'll just have an open bar. The open bar will give you the money because your folk are going to drink. Oh, well, you know. And she got real religious for a second. You know. Now, I had to say, and I quote, now, them church folk drink. They don't want to get caught on camera drinking and be on social media with a wine glass in their hand because pastor's going to be looking. But they drink because I know who your audience is. I know these people. Do you understand? They said, okay, we do the bar. Then this is where she got lost, Felicia. You do the bar, great. And the lady said, okay, for all 3 of these rooms, 2 rooms and the whole lawn area, we can do all this stuff. We need $2,500. That's where she got lost. Right there. You know why, Pam Norris? Because you don't pay $2,500 for a church event, don't you? Pastor lets you use the building. You give it a $100 donation. You keep the $900 and you're good. As soon as we hit $2,500, she lost it, and I spent the next 45 minutes negotiating on her behalf. End of the story is we got exactly what she wanted. Cost her about $23.41 exact. So as long as she sells a ticket for $25, she'll make $1 a ticket, no problem. She makes $100. But now she sells a $40 upsell, which we got incorporated, and now she can get her money. $40 times 100 tickets now becomes $4,000 instead of, you get what I'm saying, 5. But, you know, who she had, the highest event she made was $1,500. Now she's getting the $4,000. That's a 450% increase. That's winning. That's actually a great return on investment. Yes? Talisha, what she knew was in the way. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
All right, outstanding. I'm telling all of you, it's quite possible what you know is in the way. Because if you're not using the tactics of Facebook, Instagram, or Wish, and I'm going to bring up Amazon too, then what you know is in the way. And all you have to, you're not wrong, you're just in your way. All you have to do now is just allow this information. Am I asking you to agree with it, Tempest? No. I'm saying allow it into your reality. Is that fair? Start from the beginning. Facebook is the world of underpriced ads. Coca-Cola is not on Facebook. Has anyone ever scrolled down their timeline and saw a Coca-Cola ad? GMC. Sears Tower. JCPenney. Okay, I'm going to go deeper now. Let's start with Sears Tower again. Sears Tower. Anybody seen Sears Tower? JCPenney. Anybody see JCPenney's? Toys R Us. Blockbuster. Let's see. Kmart. Anybody seen any of these? Okay. All those businesses are out of business, aren't they? I just named every business. I named everyone. I got plenty of them. But can you see that the businesses that went out of business, I tried everything. No, you didn't. Because you never tried online ads on social media. Here's what happened. The world went radio to TV, and the TV ads dominated. And then this internet thing, this internet fad came out. And Google took over. And you know what? If you wanted to do ads, it was Google. Google ads. Mm-hmm. All you heard of Google ads, Google AdWords, even if you never use them, you heard of them. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, social media came out. This was the first one. Napster was first. MySpace was second. Well, we had Black Planet up in there, depending on your culture. And then Facebook did it differently. Facebook actually used advertisers. It's different. And now everybody, right now, Facebook has been out since 2005. Right now, in 2019, that's 14 years. There are people, 75% of the advertisement world, no, that's not right. 85% of the major advertisement world is still saying, social media ads, they're done, they're not gonna work. By show of audience who has interacted with an ad on the internet, by hands or voice, how many of you have clicked on a Google ad on some website? Google ads was on a website, and then it showed up real quick in the middle of that website. Has anybody interacted with an ad on someone's favorite website? Anybody? On your website? On a website?
Oh.
You have. Okay, that's one. Let me hear from Dave. Dave's iPhone. Dave, let me hear from
you. Yeah, I have interacted. I'm trying to figure out. At the time, I say some, what was it? Motorcycles.
Motorcycles. Okay.
Yeah.
You were on a motorcycle? Were you on a motorcycle website?
Yeah.
Or you were on a motorcycle website, and then what did you buy from that website?
I bought some wheels and a seat.
Okay, no problem. Now, was there an ad on that web? Did the ad you click on was the same ad to that website you were on?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So good job. That website's doing great, but that's not Google Ads. Anybody was on a different website. Grant Cardone uses Google Ads very well. You can just be anywhere, and there's a Grant Cardone 10X something happening right on that website. You'd be like, man, he's on. I'm telling you, anyway, you can see him. You can see him everywhere. You can see him everywhere. Deanna, you said, give me an example.
I always look for, it's been a while since I've done it, but I always look at natural stuff, like natural ways to heal headaches or stuff like that, or natural ways to lose weight or stuff like that. And I would be on the site and I would be scrolling, and then an ad will pop up like right there, like, hey, try this new weight loss pill. Don't judge me. Like, try this new weight loss pill, try this. Try 30 pills for free or something like that.
Absolutely a Google. That's absolutely. Okay. Now you said it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
When is the last time you purchased from one of those ads?
It's been a few years. It's been a few years.
So with two people brave enough to speak, it's one no, one yes. Let's see, Denise said, I've used them in my sites, but they annoy me. Decided the pennies you make off of them was not worth irritating potential customers. She's proving my point without even, she's like throwing me an alley-oop. Okay, they come off like spam. Do you understand? Like Google, not that Google Ads are bad. They work when they work. They're spam when they spam. You understand? Now, how many of you have seen an ad on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, or went to Amazon, looked at something, and went to Facebook, and Amazon was like, hey. So you just looked at us on your timeline now. I'm going to need you to know we right here. Don't forget us. By show of hands, is there more people that have interacted with those ads? Okay, I want you to remember that. Remember that. We're putting a pin in that. Almost everybody says me. John Nowinski, let me hear from you.
I just wanted to follow up on the Google ads. For me, they give the impression of you going to a cookie cutter website of, Wix or something like that. And it's just, hey, this is the way you can have a free website, but it comes across spammy. As far as the Amazon ads and stuff like that, the reason you interact with them is because you specifically went looking for that item, and this is a reminder that you went looking for it. You said, oh, I'm going to click on this again and go ahead and buy it, because That's what I was looking at in the first place. Whereas the Google ads is just randomness. You didn't
All
say
right.
you wanted to see that.
Exactly. It's the randomness that is the issue. Because Google is a big place, ain't it? Because Google is covering the whole internet. And so when you see those, here you are. I'm going to use a derogatory example real quick, and I don't mean to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it, give me a letter in the alphabet. Yeah. All right, this is a great letter. Mournhub, okay? You can use context clues. Here you are on Mournhub, and then Grant Cardone's like, hey man, you want to make some money? Like, wait, first off, that's not what I was trying to do on this website. You get it? I'm trying to get you to see the polar opposite. Okay, it feels intrusive. Now, I'm not saying ads are not intrusive whenever you get them, but they become less intrusive with the new way of marketing. And I'll tell you why. When Deanna was talking about, don't worry about your cost per million, or it's cost per mil, it's Latin. It just means 1,000, okay? You know, the Roman numerals, 1,000. Now, your cost per 1,000 is for every 1,000 downloads you get, which I'm going to show you that. In a little bit, I'm going to show you my podcast. I'm going to show you my live podcast numbers right now as we speak. And I want to show you. And then for every 1,000 downloads, Liddell, we're going to give you this much money. Or you're going to pay this much money, okay? In my case, I charge major corporations. It's not much. I'm very inexpensive because I have a different plan. I charge major corporations $63. Is that what I do? I'm pretty cheap. Per 1,000, it comes out to maybe. Anyway, it costs them $63 an episode to roll with me to do it, and they reach tens of thousands. I'm not even sure what that cost per 1,000 is anymore. It's written down. Deanna would know it. Here's how it's less intrusive. When you go to Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, they ask you, who do you want to target? Now, Liddell is who I'm after. I want to target pastors in small cities that want to grow past their current membership. Am I going to target Kim Trosper? No, she's in Thailand. This is what Google Ads is. Do you understand? It's just boom. Kim Trosper sees, want to be a better pastor? She's like, no, come on, I'm not a pastor. I'm not it. But Liddell is. Social media ads, and Google AdWords can do this now, but it's a bit different on social media. Because 85% of all traffic on the internet now belongs to social media. Yes, Jerome just got it. 85% of all traffic on the internet belongs to social media. I want to ask you something. When you go on the internet, which you use all day, every day, are you going to your website or are you going to social media? So social media is a website, and it is a blog, and it is a shopping center, and it is CBS News, and it's also MTV News, and it's World Star News, and it's comedian news, it's petty news, it's political news. Whatever you like, your social media is that. Do you understand? Now I get to specifically target. I'm going to pay more for this, but he's a qualified lead. I'm saying, so when Liddell sees me, it's, hey, that's how Liddell saw me, with an ad. Liddell, and my ad, remember Deanna said you need to post long videos. Okay, Liddell, tell them how you met me.
All right, I was going through Facebook and I saw you talking about the the $34 million deal that you had made with Les Brown. And I had never seen you before. I never heard of you. And then when I started listening to it, it started making sense to me, the things you were saying. So I watched the entire video, and I never met you. And I inboxed you and told you I wanted to come and just hang out for a day to see exactly what goes on. And from there, that's how it all started. And I got up at 5 in the morning, drove to Mark, went over there and kicked it with y'all and learned, got connected with you.
Boom. Did I hear that? Let's clap for Liddell, because that's awesome. Appreciate you. I'm about to get you to say that in front of a professional camera. I don't need you to say that. You say it so well. You're such a preacher. You say it so well, right? But here's what happened. That was
to be honest with you, when y'all said about the videos the other day about us doing the testimonials, I was like,
so right.
So I already been kind of running through my mind, like I got to get this testimonial out the way so I can get it out of my head.
Right it, man. Appreciate you. Read it. So there's a perfect example of the new way of marketing. Mm-hmm. I did a podcast in a studio in San Diego. I spent $500 for the ticket. So right now, I spent $500. Right. I caught the flight, spent $100 on the hotel. Tim's got me a hotel somewhere in a nice area. That's $650. Then I gotta eat because I'm grown. And since it's in California, the meal was $50. I promise you, I'm not lying. It was $50 just for bread. Now I'm at $700. Come on. This is California. Okay, yeah. This is California, okay? So I get out there, I buy a burrito. It was literally $20 ticket. I'm saying it was literally $20 ticket for burrito. Down here in Texas, you can get a big old burrito for real, authentic, with the real Mexican, because that's what we got down here, Mexican, for $3.83. And you get your drink for a couple of dollars, and you good, because it's authentic down here. You understand? Yes. Not that it's not any less authentic in California. It's just cost of living is a little higher. So now I'm at $700. Then I record it for free. Then I put it, when I get back to Texas, it's just a turnaround trip. I was there the same day, back the same day. And when I get to Texas, I upload it and I put a $100 ad on the video. I said, Jerome, run this video for $100 over the next 14 days. That's how I did. Over the next 30 days. I put in $100 and I chose the people. Would you like to know what I chose the people? I remember the chose. I said they must like Think and Grow Rich, Dale Carnegie, what did I say? Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, and I went and I Googled all the top motivational speakers. Then I Googled all the top self-help books. They must have interest in these books, these speakers, and they must live. Was that the ad? Yes. And they must live in the Houston area or a 50-mile radius. Now, I didn't get everybody in the Houston area in a 50-mile radius. Only the people with all those personal development books and like motivational speaking from those people. Les Brown, Joel Osteen, right? All that stuff. And Liddell has interacted with Les Brown, Joel Osteen, Think and Grow Rich, something. Am I right about that, Liddell? Okay, he's shaking his head yes, a thumbs up. And so Facebook says, well, you paid for it. Here's your guide. And he was more than likely going to look at the video because I targeted him specifically. Now I'm at $800. I spent $800 to get to Liddell. Made more than that. Okay, get you Talisha, then John Nowinski next.
My question is, when you create an ad on Facebook I know it gives you an option to edit. Can you edit like your location and all of that, geographics and stuff without having to create another ad, a whole new ad, or how does that work?
You can edit your ad, no problem. You can constantly edit it. You can constantly add your audience. You can do it by geographical location, or you can do psychographics by the mindset. If you notice what I said about Liddell, I did both psychographics and geographics. I went for a geographical location, but I wanted the mindset. Not only has Liddell spent money with me on more than one occasion, thank you, Liddell, for that, Liddell recommends people. And according to Deanna told me today, he had a satisfied customer give a whole testimony in his midweek service to his whole church. Now, if you don't know nothing about midweek service, that ain't the Christians that come through, first Sunday and third Sunday. That's the real let me tied to the Lord who saved my life Christian. Because you don't go to church in the middle of the week unless the church is the center of your life.
All right.
You understand?
Did I ask you today, brother?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's funny we talked because the young lady that she had asked me about speaking probably months ago, and I was like, when people ask me for guidance or something, I take that real seriously. So I told her, let me just hold off and see what's going on. And that's when you start talking about the bureau. I was like, well, I know this is a trusted thing, so let me look into it a little bit more before I put this woman's life into this. You know what I'm saying? So
wow, y'all heard that?
More information, and I know she's a single mother. Her money is very limited, so I wasn't just going to throw her around into something to get her all screwed up. So what was so beautiful, man, after y'all had the keynote, she texted me and my wife this long message about how she felt like she was going to throw up. She felt sick a couple of times because she had never been in the atmosphere so much. I guess she said the love, she understood the love, but being able to handle the criticism and being, not criticism, but the critiquing and everybody uplifting each other outside of the church.
Oh my God.
She was like, she was like, I feel like throwing up, then I feel like running. So she sent us this long message about 10 o'clock. And I'm telling you, she said now she has to go buy a dictionary so she can understand some of the words y'all are using when y'all talk.
Yeah, because we way up there.
Yeah, and
Tuesday. They ain't playing.
That's the name she kept saying. So I got her up last night to because what is funny, what you were talking about earlier is we have to relearn. So what I was listening to the Bob Proctors. I'm listening to every name y'all have said. I have gone and begin to look at these people because some of these people I didn't know. So I'm every name I've heard, I wrote it down and went to start digging in it. And one thing I've been teaching the church is to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So what you're saying right now is
Amen. Michelle is clapping for you. That's Brian. Oh Lord, let me let you say something, Brian. Hold on. Okay? Go ahead. Let me let you say something, Brian, because he clapped with all his hands.
All of them.
Go teach him how to, because he don't know how to do it. Your phone don't need to be muted. There he comes. He clapped with all his hands. It was so loud. He's pastor now. He wants to hurry up, Reverend. Did he get it? If not, give him your phone. He learned, and look, he not a millennial, y'all. It takes him a little bit. He working on it. Come on in here. All right, there you go.
All right,
okay.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Y'all hear me now? Yes, Liddell, that was so, oh man, you just set the captives free. With that phrase right there, man, I wish that more pastors, preachers, ministers would teach that right there. To teach the church to unlearn, to relearn. You made me want to clap again, so That was just powerful.
So appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Very much. All right, you said somebody was calling his phone. That's why you couldn't get it. Let me get John Nowinski real quick. John, let me hear from you.
Hey, I just wanted to add, if I remember right, in the Liddell class, the day he drove up, it was raining and pouring. So that's got to be awesome that somebody would come up in all the rain and everything. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, you know what? You right about that. And it wasn't regular rain. It was like a tropical storm or
Yeah,
something.
we were having a big time storm here in Texas. And he
Yep, that's right. That's right. It was huge. It was terrible. I remember that, yeah. And I remember John was on the call that day too when he came. John's on every call. What am I talking about? Yeah. What am I talking about? He's the best person we got here, right? So yeah, Liddell braved a serious storm, stayed all night. He sure did. Serious storm, stayed all night. But I gotta give Kim Trosper a prop. She was first. She was first. I don't know if she's still out. But, she was first. Yeah. She drove 17 hours to get down here. She sure did. But that is listen to what it's the new way of marketing. Right now, you listen to the effects of the new way of marketing. The new way of marketing made him see me. Then built trust, etc. Then when you're doing well, Michelle, when you get a customer. You are doing next level business when the customer you just got go out their way to give you a customer. That's when you next level. Pastors, Bryant and Liddell, that's how you grow a church. Not when pastor invite or member invite. When that invitee says, man, y'all got to come see the church and invite. Because please believe me and Tempest, we convert everybody to iPhone. We are part of the iPhone Missionary Baptist Church. We are evangelists of the iPhone. We are evangelists. I'm head Apple evangelist. She is Apple evangelist, deaconess. And we got the good news of Steve Jobs. Let me tell you. Jerome has an iPhone now. Tempest converted me to the iPhone. Tempest, tell them how I used to be with my Windows. With a Windows. Anyway, go ahead and tell them, Tempest.
No, you had your iPhone first, I think.
I had the iPhone first?
Yeah.
Okay, then I probably converted you. Good then. Good for me. Oh, I did convert you. That's right. Here's what converted me. I was serious about my Windows phone. And then I got the iPad. I got the iPad. Yeah, I was so serious about my Windows phone. Because it let me like a computer, PC, it let me do everything on my Windows phone. And then I got the iPad, and I was like, man, you tell me that the iPhone is this? It just makes calls? Because the iPad I felt like I was in the future with the iPad. I really did. That was the iPad 1. And I had the iPad 1. Not none of the upgrades now. No camera. It was amazing. And then I got the iPhone and converted Tim to the iPhone. And we've been baptizing folk in apples ever since. Now I want you to think about that. Apple has made a lot of money off of us, and it's a whole lot of us out there. And then Android got the same thing. Somebody get an Android, ooh man, you gotta get this Galaxy. Come on, you gotta get this Galaxy, right? And that's when you're really doing business, Jerome. Do you see it? Now watch this here. Has anyone ever seen an Apple advertisement on social media? Apple anything on social media from their announcements or Samsung? Have you? You have. Of course you have. Apple would do. When you found out Oprah was on Apple TV, where did you find it out? Did you log on to Fox News? Did you see that on TV? Where you found it out at? On social media. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Facebook has underpriced ads. They're wonderful. Well, yes, she's right. Twitter, because Tempest is always on Twitter. That's her thing. I really need to get better at my Twitter game. I've got some Tempests over there, and Tempest has been good for the future. So we need to make sure we go get a few more Tempests. They have underpriced ads. If your church is not advertising on Facebook, you're wrong. If it's not advertising on any social media, you're wrong. Y'all still using newspapers. You know you are. You still want to be on the radio show. Churches still want to be on the FM radio station that no one no longer listens to. Your church should have its own podcast. Your church should have its own podcast. I just felt the energy pop off Liddell on that one. I swear I did. I swear I did. I wouldn't even look it. But I felt like he just said, we get this, the secretary gonna get this done today. Let me tell you why. Because you don't have to, when I first got with Tempest, 2011, I was on 107 FM in Houston. So first off, it's FM, right? And it's a major Christian station. I was paying $500 a week. $500 a week, and some weeks that had 5 Sundays, 5 weeks, it was an extra $500. You get this? I was paying a lot of money. I was paying $500. And I realized after 2 years, Tempest, this ain't did nothing but make me popular. Ain't nobody coming to the church. Y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't listening. This ain't did nothing. It ain't did nothing to Dale but make me popular. People went, man, I heard you on the radio, bro. That's good stuff. That's it. And if they heard me too far away to come to the church in Galveston, for one. You feel me? And I couldn't monetize the way I wanted to because I'm paying $500 a month. A podcast is a radio station that you don't have to pay $500 a month for. And here's the beautiful part. It runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. Here's the more beautiful part. You are the music director. That means you're in charge. Here's another crazy part. You are also head marketer. You get to advertise to whom you want. Here's another crazy part. You are in charge and can monetize your own radio show. So instead of paying 107 FM for their towers and their radio stations, because I won't even break that down to you. But instead of paying them that, you can pay you and the church. And your podcast can become an additional stream of income from the church that matches the tithes from the members. I'm assuming the Reverend Brian Johnson will have a podcast for the church real soon. And guess what? You don't even have to do nothing extra. All you have to do is make sure you go live and download the video and turn the video into audio. As long as you got some good audio. Well, you know what? I don't know how to use the soundboard. I'm glad you said that. Because me and Tempest didn't know how to hook up a soundboard either. This is how we got on 100.7 with great sound quality. I took every day, this is the truth, because we didn't want to sound like a phone and on the radio, and we wanted the crowd noise in the radio. We positioned the speaker by the crowd. Pay attention, y'all. Look at the screen. Got some noise cancellation headphones from Apple Baptist Church, because it is, that's how we treat it. And we draped the microphone over the speaker. It did this, like this is the speaker. You've seen it before, haven't you? We draped it like this to where it hung right where you could hear perfect quality coming out the speaker, and the crowd said, "Go ahead, Reverend." Okay, all that stuff. And then I just put in the editing software, turn the volume down, because noise cancellation might as well be soundproofing, especially that close to the speaker. Didn't cost me a dime. I said, Timmy, we need to stop spending money over here. We need to do podcasts. And sure enough, that's what we did. Later, we reached 2.4 million people a month. I say we made a good decision. Your church, yes. Your church should have a podcast. It should. Now, I'm going to show you something. I want to show you two things. First, I'm going to show you my real podcasting numbers. So if you have one and I'm going to show you my real podcasting numbers from one site. Now, all podcasts are RSS fed everywhere. My podcasts get picked up by everybody. iHeartRadio, Spotify. Well, that's intentional. We intentionally make sure iHeartRadio and Spotify get them. But then there are podcasting. There's a bunch of, there's stations you don't even know. Like there's podcast platforms is what they would be called. You don't even know about. You never heard of them. But guess what, Liddell? They got audiences. You ain't never heard of them. But they have real deal audience. Just like the general public right now has no idea about the ATS Business University. They see me doing all this stuff for free and boom, boom, boom. They go, man, that guy's great. ATS company is cool. But they've never seen these Zoom calls. And I've kept it that way on purpose. But this is a real deal paying audience, everyone right here. And the general public knows nothing about y'all and how we meet up like this. They're about to come June, but they don't know about it now. Is that fair? Now, all those podcasting platforms have real deal Denise Hills and stuff with money in their pocket, looking for somebody to be valuable in their life. So this is just one platform, but I want to show you something. One platform, okay? Not all of them. It's not even the Apple platform, but I'll be able to give you some numbers that'll help. Right now, I'm ranked number 4 on this, number 4 in training. Can you see this here? Because I got all these tabs open. Number 4 in training right now on what you call Podomatic. I'm number 376 overall on the whole thing. Number 4 in training, number 376. Now I go up to number 1, number 2, in both categories. It just fluctuates. I got over 1,000 downloads yesterday, but that was less than 408 from the day before. I got 15 visits. People literally just said, you know what, I got to go visit. This is people, not that they already downloaded and seen, visited, 9 plays, etc. Some comments. Now, here's what I want you to pay attention to. Moving up. You can't see it down here. I'm going to hit this week's stats. This is just this platform, okay? In 1 week, from March 28th to April 3rd, that's not even today. March 28th to April 3rd, okay? I got 6,454 downloads. I had 2 weekdays. This is weeks, all these are weeks, but this is weeks. 512, 574. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I must have been tripping that day. Now I want you to pay attention. This is this one. Do you understand? But look at the location of people playing. We're gonna get somewhere. Then I want to show you something. Okay, I sure will. This is showing you how many people requested my RSS feed. 17,000 people from different platforms in a month went to get this RSS feed. It's a rough number, but it's pretty accurate for this one. So if you add 17,000, now you add 21,000 something people. You understand? He said, go back and miss my blessing. What am I supposed to see? Yeah, it's 512 downloads. You sure right. It's just 512 downloads. Now, but this is just a week. Let's go with geography. This is plays. I'm gonna go to downloads. Okay. I want you to get that when I hit downloads in geography, without showing you numbers, Grace, I want you to Google for me real quick how many countries are in the world. Grace is getting ready to Google how many countries are in the world. I don't know. I know a lot of things, but I don't know that. How many? I'm using my for better.
195.
All right. Thank you very much. There's 195 countries in the world. One. Blow it up. We get a rough estimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then 41. Can you give me a percentage, please? All the non-colored in spaces are countries that did not interact with this podcast as downloads. So 40, I think with the 41 out of 100, whatever the number you said was it 197? 195. 21%. That means 21%. I got to invert it. 79% of the world. My podcast is in 79% of the world. Woo! I got 10 of them in the world, Craig. In the world. Top flight security of the world, Craig. In the world. I mean, think about it. I can't even say 70 countries. I'm in 70 countries. But this is just a week. This is just a week. Okay? Now watch this here. I'm going to scroll down. Now you get to see. United States is leading. This is why Kim, is Kim Trosser back on? Most of my audience is Asia Pacific. Look, Bangladesh. But then check this out. Let's check it out. This is a week. I don't even know what this country means. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Okay? But look, just a week. Now you're going, well, Reverend, I don't need no.
That's
no
Korea.
member. That's Korea. Oh, well, there you go then. All right. There you go. That's Korea. Okay. There you go. There it is. South Africa. You get it? This is all done. Okay? Now watch this here. I just want you to pay attention to something. You go, well, you know what? I don't need no church members in Macedonia. But if you got them downloading, you can now charge Mardale or Christian Lifeway to advertise on your podcast and supplement your church's income, can't you? Yes. If you got them one red shoe, you can feed more homeless women. All right. Now watch this here. We went to 79%. Just want to show you something. This is the new way of doing things. I'm just going to go back a month, okay? That's all. I'm going to go back a month. This is now 33 days. That map changed, didn't it? In a month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 20, no, I did that one. 27. Oh, right here, 28. 28 out of 195. Please, Grace. 28. 14. That means 86% of the world in 30 days. I've reached 86% of the world. Y'all, I'm the Facebook of podcasts. They didn't get it. I thought they was going to get that one. I thought they was going to get it. That's all right. That's all right. I'll move on. But look, U.S., 18,000. Just look at the downloads. More countries, more countries, more countries, more countries, more countries, more countries, more countries. Yes? All right. Those real numbers. Ain't nobody else going to show y'all this stuff. Because people, anyway, anybody else going to show y'all that stuff. Did y'all get that? I use podcasting as a new way to advertise. I use podcast the way Apple uses Tempest to say, hey, you better tell them about that iPhone. You get it? It's a new way. Everybody processing that information. Let's talk about Wish. Wish, the app. It is good. I've actually been using this since 2010. I was actually on Wish. Remember them shirts I gave you? Well, that's because you used Amazon Prime. I actually ordered some shirts off of Wish from China. And I hit large. I didn't know in 2010 that a large in China is not a large in the United States. So when I got the shirt, my arm couldn't even fit into it. You understand? I would do this. That's 9 years ago. I wasn't even this big. I was actually 185 solid, like Tyrese or something. I couldn't even fit an arm up in there. Okay, which is great. Wish did the exact opposite of Amazon. Amazon is a big e-commerce everything that focuses on a customer experience. Wish said, nah, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do, Tempest, we're going to focus on low prices. That speaks right to Tempest, don't it? We're going to give you what you want with low prices. How are we going to do that? Here's Wish's plan. We're going to let you buy directly from the ATS company. All we are is the middleman platform. So when you go on Wish, you're buying directly from Denise Hill. And what they did is Wish made sure that it was easier for you to get on their website than Amazon and anybody else. As a small business, okay, you're not, I know what, I'm not explaining it well. Wish is the savior of small businesses. Wish don't have Sears on there. They're saying, Denise, you got some clothes? Reverend Johnson, you got Spade shoes? Yeah, I do. Okay. I tell you what. Put them on here. Offer them as a discount for our customers. We'll bring the people to you. All you got to do is sell them. And they did that. And so now they're an $8.5 billion company. Okay. Wish is the #1 shopping app in 42 different countries.
Wow.
The #1 downloaded shopping app in the U.S. in 2017. It's valued at $8.5 billion and has brought in over $1 billion in revenue in 2017. As revenue means cash, money. Do you understand? What Wish does differently is they focus on a mobile platform. Have y'all noticed when you buy something over $100, you don't do that over your phone? Have y'all noticed that? Do y'all not notice that? Do you not know the bigger the price, the more you go to a device that's not your phone? You go to your Mac. This is data. Remember, I'm a data guy. The bigger the price, you start the process on your phone. You finish it on an iPad or a desktop or a laptop or in person. You know why? Because you're trying to look for that fine print. It's too small. I don't want to make no mistake. No, it's serious. If you think about it, if any of you have spent over $100 online, you started on your phone, you finished on your laptop. See, Tempest is agreeing with me. Now, wait a minute, because Tempest can't read these reviews the way she wants to on this little small phone.
Yeah.
She needs to go and scroll up and stuff. You understand? And then zoom in and spread. And then when she look at the features, she want to zoom it. I'm serious. I'm serious. You get it? When you purchase a thing over $100, you start on your phone, you finish on a larger device. In most cases, when you think about how you do it, you didn't realize it, but people like me know it. People like me know it. Wish understood you probably not going to do that with me. Because it's $11 over here. Now, see, right now I say $11. Somebody, well, I'm real comfortable doing that on my phone. I ain't got a problem with that. I'm speaking all the way to the tight tempers, you know. Like, that's $11. It's cool. If it messes up, don't worry about it. I'll get my refund, but it's so cool though. Because you don't mind doing an $11 transaction over your phone. It's all right. And Wish understood that. And what they did, Jerome, is they worked on that app. They made that app real easy to use. When you get on Wish, you can customize what you want to see, Jerome.
I've never heard of this before. What are you talking about?
It's a shopping company that's
Dude,
worth $8.5 billion.
You messing me up, man.
And I know, and it wasn't even in your awareness to today. 8.5 billion. And it was invisible.
I got stuff to sell too.
I'm with Jerome. There's so much stuff running through my mind. Woo!
Man, the church will start a clothing line.
Yes, sir.
What? You know, Wish, call this the Lord's wrinkles?
Wait.
Something, I don't know, I'm making it up, but it don't matter. You know, starched and saved, you know, you know, saved and sexy, you know, depending on who you're trying to reach. Yeah, all that stuff. And it's $8.5 billion. And if you, 8.5 billion. They do over, this is 2017 numbers. And what Wish did, they said, I'm going to work on that app. So guess what Antonio Smith is doing? Y'all don't even know it. I was talking to Darryl yesterday, and Darryl was hitting me with some knowledge, and I said, man. And in my head, I said, I gotta get an app done, a real good one. In my head, I said that. In my head, I said that. $19, yeah, I gotta get an app done. $19, I gotta get an app done. I gotta get an app done as fast as possible. And I know just you know, I know just who to do it. Fresh Solution. But I gotta get an app done fast as possible. And listen, pay attention, and I'm gonna do exactly what Wish did. I'm gonna make sure that this app is the greatest customer experience of all time. Because I know that the price point is low enough, you don't feel like getting your laptop. Not for this. I'm going to make it so easy, just like Wish. Come on now. When Wish, you get your app, you get in there, and then you say, what you looking for, Jerome? And you can search what you're looking for, or they gave you some options. You want clothes? Boom. Jewelry? Men or women? Men. Boom. Shoes? Sure. Yep, got that. What else you want? You want clothes? Yeah. Winter, summer, formal? You know what? Let's go with formal. I like to dress up in church. Boom. We do winter too, because I like to dress up. I'll just take off a few layers. Okay, what else can we do? Well, you know, I like, what about Bluetooth accessories? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Are you finished? I think I'm finished. Okay, hit submit. Boom. And now the only thing you see is what you asked to see. I wish I had somebody. I can see Liddell mind going, yo. Imagine a church experience to where your member only experiences your Lord in the way they want to. It's not wrong. They gonna do it anyway. You can preach to me all you want to. God the Father is an adopting father, adopting people like me into his family. Why? Because I'm adopted. You can tell me any other way. You can say whatever you want to say, Liddell. You can't, you're right. But ask for me. Okay. I feel like he loves the lost because I was lost. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? And he want to adopt folk because I'm adopted. And I got scriptures to prove you wrong if you need me to. Because the same way he adopted people into his family, all that stuff, that's what he did. That's the experience that I crave when I desire a higher power. And I'm so in tune with the 97% of the unchurched. I want more people to get adopted into good. This is why LaBrittany said, I've never seen that outside the church. Yeah, because this is a church. Right? Imagine creating an experience for your customer which only that's what they want. Come on, y'all. Because I'm in the process of doing it. I'm halfway done. I ain't finished. Me and Tippers keep retweaking the business university for that very thing. That very thing. We keep retweaking. Let me pause right here. John Lewinsky, let me hear from you.
It's funny that you say that because a lot of the way I work is I go, this is what I want to do, but I just turn it over to my subconscious and I go, just do it. Just keep working on it. You send me an email when the job is done. And that's my idea behind relaunching Arm the Pit is I want that coolness factor of being under the radar. Basically, you know, nobody knows who you are, but I want it so that I also have an app that you say, hey, I want to listen to metal music from guys in Germany who wear green, pants or whatever. And that's what I want. So that every time you go to the Arm the Pit app, eventually, that's all you'll see is that. And if you want to change it up, then you have that option as well. But it's still, like I said, mulling around in my head, waiting for that email, and I see it coming shortly.
There it is. And it's going to come. And if anybody's going to do it, you're going to do it because you are a doer. And you own every ATS Business University class. But let's celebrate John because he is one of the people in October that will get a special certification. His certification, he gets 4 different ones. He gets freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. And by default, it's going to launch him into extreme leadership as well, which comes with extreme money. And I'm sure he don't mind my money funding his business. All right, then. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't mind anyone's money.
That's right. Don't let it be. They got to be just yours. Yeah. So he said, I take Obama, Trump. I don't care what side of the aisle they on. I take all their money. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Not mad at you at all. Are you starting to get what I'm saying? That things are different. Wish said, man, the customer experience, I let Amazon focus on that. I'm trying to give you these prices on the low. And the best way to do that is to cut out the middleman. Amazon's the middleman. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you buy these shirts directly from James. That's what I'm going to do. Cost James $6 to make them, he's going to sell them to you for $8. James know that's just $2 profit, but he know we got over 1 billion users. If he can get $2 times 2,000 a month, he's at $4,000 a month. How many small businesses listening to me right now can benefit from $4,000 a month? Can I push it further? How many single mothers can benefit from $4,000 a month? How many church pastors can benefit with an extra $4,000 in income coming into the church? Think about that for a second. Pastor can actually hire the help he needs? That's unheard of. And pay a salary. Or you know what? Actually, while I'm playing, pastor can actually collect a salary, not a love offering. The truth is, most pastors don't collect salary. They sacrifice for the good of the church. Most of them do. Actually, let me rephrase that. In order to keep the church alive, they sacrifice, and they be bivocational and do things like that. That's the better way to say that. Now, let's keep going. Let's see if I can keep putting some meat on the bones, Jerome, because you're just getting your mind blown right now. They said I'm gonna get this app. Tip is real good. Tip is when you use this app, I'm gonna make sure you ain't got to do no thinking with this app. Tip is. Just tell me what you want. And I'm gonna update it every day. That's news to Tempest. Tempest like that kind of behavior. Because Tempest got to think all day. So if you telling me when I shop with you, I ain't got to think. Let me tell you what Tempest will do. Ooh, Tony always asking me for stuff. I'm gonna put what I want, and then I'm gonna also put in what he be always asking me for. So the next time he asks me for something, all I gotta do is go on this app. Wish he didn't already answer his question for me. Let me look at her face real quick. I know that's what she be doing. You understand? If she could find an app that make her life easier, she'll do that. They offer a wide range of products, just like Amazon. They introduce steep discounts. Now I don't know what church folks in the world don't like no discounts now. I don't know how that works. Here's my favorite. Besides the fact that they got $8.5 billion in valuation, according to Forbes, they were the sixth largest e-commerce company in the world, and they're shooting for number one. Wish claims to have 300 million users as of 2017. All right. I thought I make these assumptions that you got my data brain. Jerome, when you have a platform that has 300 million users, every advertiser in the world is going to knock down your door to say, please, can we sell with you? Name your price. Now, how many want some customers that say, name your price? Okay. Tempers like that kind of behavior. Yeah. How many of you tired of giving customers discounts? How many of you want customers that's going to say, name your price? Tempers got all her hands up. He found the third one. Put that up. Imagine having people come to One Red Shoe. Please name your price. Please, just give me a price. Give me a price, and you finna do something. I need to be in it. I need to be in your next event. Tell me your price, and you say something like, I can't do it for no less than $25,000. Done. Matthew, write the check. She became his sick man. There you go. You get it? When you have 300 million users, you in charge. Because remember, people are businesses' greatest resource. And if you don't have people, you ain't got nothing. So don't tell me. See, I'm finna tell you my aspirations. Because I keep doing this day to get these. Wish got 300 million people. And you trying to tell me I can't build a direct sales company with 1 million? Because that's high? No, it ain't. Why can't the ATX Business University have 300 million people? Hell, our price is the same. Between me and Wish, we in the same. As far as I'm concerned, I cut out the middleman. You want to learn how to be a millionaire? You want to learn advertising? You ain't got to hire no advertising agency. Tune in to us on Thursday. Go ahead, Darryl. You can say something. I know you're ready. Go ahead.
Man, listen, guys, I am strictly on fire. You need to put some water on me right now. I just got off the phone with a guy. I'm trying to listen to the call. I was late to the call. Trying to listen to the call and listen to this brother. Comes to me with 6,000 people in his group. And I just pitched him on how to train all of his people. What do you call these people train? And I said, listen, okay, we can train them, all right? I guarantee you this, they can never join our organization. So that's the biggest problem from a leader, right? He's not going to bring his people for training or anything if they're going to get pitched. So now that may not sound much, but there's another piece to it.
Yeah.
If they come over and you're on this call right now, guess where they belong?
Tell him, Darryl.
That's only one guy. That's not even a company. I'm meeting with a guy that has a travel company next week on the phone. Okay, Antonio, just by the way, I need you tonight for this to solidify this deal.
I'm on it. I got you.
So, I'm listening. I heard him say something about 1 million people in a direct sales deal. This is going to happen. It's going to happen because people are going to start to see what we already know. My pitch to him was simple. I said, I met this young man online. He's young. I'm 57. He's 37. He's my mentor. I was in the university 6 months before I got involved with this company. I said, I will not do network marketing. I told him, if you do what you plan to do, it will not work. Someone like me will come and take your company from you. Okay? Now, Antonio's smart, but these sharks are smarter when it comes to this. But when it comes with what he does, we're playing in a different arena. I take him, you guys would have been proud of me. I did an Antonio on him, right? I took him. See, I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to give you something free, young man. I'm going to give it to you free. You ever heard of the 3x3x3? And I went through that with
What you say?
And I said, if you do this, you can have this for free and you can implement it in your company right now. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? You can bring all your people over and they will never be pitched. Let's say they like our deal more than your deal, okay? I can't control if they go get their cousin to join in. I can't do that. But what I can do, if we catch them and we found that they did it, we'll put them out of the company and forfeit all their money, okay? All right, so what we will watch out for, that they never, ever are able to join our company without your authorization. So that's one way to do this. You just bring them over, we train them. The next way you do it Here's an alternative. And this is what business people do, is they join themselves. And everyone that comes in, you get paid from it. You like that idea, right? And he said, oh, yeah. I know networkers, and I know what they think about, okay? They just don't want to get their people stolen from us. And so when they come in to a training class, we never, ever, ever pitch them. That's something that you guys are going to learn in how we are marketing this product. It's not about pitching for distributors at all. It's about customer acquisition. And when you understand that, you understand the difference of who we are and who everyone else is, and how the integrity that we bring to the marketplace is going to shift the thinking. So I said, if you're still out there pitching people but writing down a list, you're just moving on momentum. It's coming to an end. The internet is only 5%. I'm throwing out numbers there. It's only 5% of what it's going to be. And if you're not there and your people are not there, I tell you, his name is Byron. Byron, I can see him coming from a mile away. A mile away. I know their pitch. You want to sell me?
I know it's Byron you're talking about too.
Okay. So anyway, he's from Texas. But, long story short, I'm excited, as you can tell. They're coming. They're coming faster than we think they're coming. And again, the beauty of it is that everyone on this call will have the opportunity to have people like that come down under you. Why is that important? When you understand the compensation plan that we're putting together, you will see the importance of that. As much as I want to pitch you right now, I'm not. I can't do it.
This is genius. What you're saying, Daryl, is genius. I'm telling you right now, it's genius. Unbelievable. Wow. I'm gonna shut up.
Now I'm moving into another phase, right? Because I'm thinking so much good news has happened for me. Dude, can I take over right now, Antonio?
Take over, man. You got the last 15 minutes. Take over.
Does anybody really understand what the 97% of the people out there who's joined network marketing companies have done? Do you really understand that? People have been doing this and running this scam on the 97%ers for ages. I don't say ages, let's say for decades. And so people join, you've seen them, they join a company and they're all excited about the company. They don't recognize where glass ceilings are. They don't understand truly what a carrot is and breakage and compensation plans and all of that, because all you're getting is that dog and pony show. That guy standing in front of the room with the $2,000 suit and the alligator shoes, and all he's doing is pitching you. And he's telling you how much money you're going to make. So you do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You got people that have been doing that for 20 years and never made money. They're just standing on the sidelines cheering Antonio on, cheering Daryl on. I got out of this industry because I realized that people couldn't make money. I told Antonio, if this is not about helping the 97%, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. People pay me to come and consult with them with their company. Sorry. Let me turn this off. So I'm not interested in doing that. And it's unfair to the 97% of the people who keep joining these companies and thinking that something's going to happen. It's never going to happen until a compensation plan is in place. Have anybody heard of Madam C.J. Walker? Okay. Madam C.J. Walker had a direct sales company, created the first direct sale compensation plan in the early 1900s. Okay. She invented the straightening comb along with a lot of beauty products. She had 200 distributors, 200. Now, what made her come? She was the first Black female millionaire in this country. How did that happen? She had support. She had a team. She had people out selling her products. And guess what? Her model was to teach 97% of the people who joined her company how to make money. What they made on what level was up to them. Now, the narrative switched, and I'm not going to get into that because this is recorded, but the narrative switched. Someone came in and switched the 97% to the 3%. Jerome, you heard this. Only 3% of the people in network marketing make money. Why? Because only 3% of the people do the work. That is a bald-faced lie. Think about that. How can 3% of the people make all the money and there's 97% in the company? The 97% of the people are paying the money so the company, those auto ships. That's how the 3% makes the money. So doing the work right there, and then they're telling 2 or 3 people who do the same thing, they're supporting the elite. It's actually only 1% of the people that make money in direct sales, period. But we've been fed this whole 3% narrative that's a bald-faced lie. My last example of that is, if you and I decided, Pamela, that we were going to go out and we're going to buy a McDonald's franchise. We went to Chicago. We spent 3 months at Hamburger University. We learned everything we needed to learn. We came back to Hawaii. We erected our McDonald's. And then corporate sent a message down and said, well, I know you've done everything. You know everything, but only 3% of McDonald's make money. So you're sitting there as a part of the 97%. You know, I got my fry machine on the left. I got my machine on the right. Why can't I make money? Well, it's just because only 3% of people make money. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And so we're going to destroy that narrative. And we don't have to ever say anything about any other company. So the brilliance of this is not brilliant at all. It's just being generous. It's just saying that I'm not going to screw people over. I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to let them look at my compensation plan that you can figure it out in 5 minutes. Anyone on this phone right now, I can teach you the compensation plan in 5 minutes. In 5 more minutes, you can teach it. As simple as that. So if I keep going, I'll end up letting too much out of the bag. So back to you, Antonio.
No, that's good. That's good. Tell them for me real quick, 6,000 people come in, and of course it has to come in under everyone that's here, customers. Now, for the paying out company, as a company, we're going to pay out what dollar amount a month for those 6,000 people?
I don't even really like to say it that way because I like to say it, I like to get feedback. So unmute your lines if you could, and just give me 3 or 4 people to tell me, I'm gonna sell a product and I'm gonna sell it for $20. And that's the company. I'm the company. I'm selling my product for $20. How much money am I gonna pay you to sell my product? Yes. Particularly if you've been around. Come on. Somebody, Jerome, I know you know. Come on.
Come on, somebody.
I say $5.
$5.
$5. Okay. So 25%. Okay. Anyone else? No takers?
I'm going to say 10%. Yeah.
Well, if you're an Amazon affiliate, you get 3%.
Okay. So now here's the magnitude of what I just said. If you got 5% of a product that's sold for $100, and that's what most compensation plans are, then that's halfway decent. But if you got $10 from a $20 product, that doesn't happen. So the $20 product, you get 50%. It's clear. The company's going to take, we're going to tell you what we're going to take. We're not going to hide it from you. This is our profit. We make $9.99, and Jerome, you get to keep 10. Watch this. Now I want you to see how important this is. You got people that's all they do all day long is sit on the internet and give toilet paper away. Free samples of toilet paper. And for every time they give a sample of toilet paper away, the company sends them a couple of bucks. Now imagine with a product like this, that person could sit there. I mean, they're doing like hundreds of these a day because of their networks, right? Imagine a person sitting down and only getting 25 a day. Only 25. 10 times 25 is $250, right? 250 times, let's give them a 5-day work day week. That's $1,200. $1,250 times 4. No, that's not right. $1,250 times 4 5G. $5,000. That's on your own effort. Okay. Now I'm gonna stop right there because you're setting me up to go through the compensation plan, and I'm not gonna do that right now, right? But here, guys, this is not hype. This is real. Go do the work, you get paid. Teach someone else how to do the work, and that will be simply done for you. You don't even have to talk to anybody.
But Daryl, here's what's crazy, okay? And genius. You are teaching people how to make money. Everybody wants to make money. Then not only are you teaching them how to make money for themselves, you're saying to them, tell somebody else or advertise on the internet or talk to somebody and say to them, I made money doing this. If you want to make money, you can do it too. Here you go. Who doesn't want to tell somebody how successful they are? Wait a minute. And if you don't want to do that, you can just make money and keep your mouth closed. It's genius.
Watch
Absolutely
this.
Genius.
I'm going to add another layer to that, okay? And what I do, and Antonio, we have this conversation like this all the time. So what I want to do is help you understand how networkers think and how to change that narrative, right? So all the words that you say, you just say it all sounds good, but how many times have I heard that pitch? As soon as you start that pitch, I don't want to hear no more. My mind shuts down because I've been doing this for 20 years. I can see it in the faces on this screen. Okay? Oh, Lord, I hadn't heard this one before. So that's not the pitch. The pitch is this. Okay, you like what we have, tell your friend. Okay? We don't want you to be a rep. You get the product for free, right? Now, how many people can give a product away for free? The answer is everybody, right? So you give the product away for free, and then next you say to them, how would you like to continue this product to be free for you? And then that person says, forever. Okay, well, send us 3 customers.
Wow.
This is you getting customers. This is not you getting a rep. Okay? So you get a customer, he gives you 3 customers each month, your membership is free. Okay? So that's not as genius as what I'm about to say, is that when I give this product away for free and I give you the opportunity to have your membership for free, what's even more genius is what you learn on these classes. That's what motivates you to tell other people. Okay? Now it goes one step further. Now the narrative changes when you've experienced it, right? You brought some other people who've experienced it. You didn't make any money. You're just a customer. Then the light bulb goes off. Hold it. Jerome, I sent you 12 customers over the last couple of months. And well, I really appreciate it, Jerome. I appreciate you doing that for me. But where it's, they figure it out themselves. We don't pitch the distributorship. Never. We don't teach you to pitch the distributorship. You figure it out. Because we all know people sell and they're willing to sell stuff that works for them. And that's what makes this so unique and so different that everyone can do it. Period.
Wow.
Period. There you go, Antonio.
Way to go, Darren. Way to go, boy.
So that's 6,000 people scattered throughout. Just think about those 6,000 people coming into an organization, each one of them being placed under people who are already currently in the organization, and we're teaching those people to refer customers. Because these particular people in this organization can't become reps. The only thing they can do is refer customers and get the membership for free.
This is what we want. This is what we want. And let me simplify that fight.
I'm sorry. You must have taught an incredible class, because what I just said got me excited, and people were just looking at me, right? So your class, I don't know how I topped that. I mean, I can barely keep still, but you know.
Man, we got into it. We got into it today. Basically, I'm going to simplify that 5. Liddell, pay attention. Is Brian still on? Because I know he just walked out. He's still on. Y'all pay. I'm going to call out some names because you've been taught something that I want you to been untaught. You've been taught this isn't possible. You've been taught, let's see, James, John, both my pastors, especially the pastors, okay? It's not you. It's what it's what you're surrounded by. You're surrounded by struggling people, so you've been taught struggling is normal. Okay? Jerome, anybody over 50, pay attention. Daryl do that deal. It forces Tippers and I to pay out $60,000 a month in commissions. 6,000 times 10 is still 60, right?
Yeah.
And he just walked y'all through. He just said that we keep 9, you keep 10. Then he just said that, right? So did I inflate some numbers? Did I make that up? Did I ask you to sell anything? Oh man, wait a minute. The man just told you the pitch is different. I'm gonna do that again. I'm acting like I'm in church this time. Let's see if they're gonna shout this time, okay? Okay, we'll see if they can shout this time. It's real simple, okay? It forces Tippers and I to pay out $60,000 a month. A month. Some of you can't even fathom that.
No, if they can't fathom that, then they certainly can't fathom what happens the next month. So now watch this. So you pay out $60,000, and let's just say those 6,000 people only get one customer. Then what happened then?
Double.
It's just double.
All right, so now
watch this.
Just double.
If it happens again, what happens? It doesn't double, it quadruples.
Come on.
I got that one.
So in 3 months, you guys don't have a clue as to what happened.
No.
So let's don't even take that number. Okay, that you may not be able to conceive that number. Let's take a number. Let's just say 500 people come into the company a month. All right, and then I don't have the numbers in front of me.
You just add a zero.
That's right.
It's just add a zero to the end of it.
It just keeps growing.
5,000 is what I got to pay out a month. A month. Now let's just stick with his example. Grace, there's currently 16 people on the call. 16 divided by 5,000.
No.
Excuse me, 5,000 divided by 16. Yeah. 5,000 divided by 16. I just want y'all to process this for a second.
$312.50.
That's $312.50. Now give it a month. Excuse me, a month. Like this is if this is use this example, okay? But not trying to fix the example. Let's just use this example so you can see it, because you can see 16 people and you can see $5,000. Yeah, right? So that's what it forced me to pay out. Now go back to that 6,000 people coming at 60,000. Can you divide 60,000 by 12 now? I mean by 16. I'm saying, don't tell me. This time I want you to unmute your mic and you say the number.
$3,750 a month.
That means divide among 16 people, that's $3,700 a month. Who among you, your life wouldn't change with $3,700 extra month? Did Coach D ask you to do this full time? Did he ask you to do anything? Did he ask you to stop passing? Did he say, hey, do this and mess up what you're already doing? No. This fits with no effort. Go ahead, Dan.
I gotta jump back in there. See, here's the beauty of how this is designed. Excuse me. It's designed to enhance what you do. So let's say you're out there being a motivational speaker, all right? and you're attracting people to you. Now, they're attracted to you and they're actually engaging you, but they're thinking, how did this guy get me to, how did he attract me to him? Okay? And he or she is using a system that attracts you. Okay? It's now a simple conversation that you do automatically, right? And the conversation is not something that you're going to actually say. If someone is interested in you and how you did it, you say, I'm glad you asked, right? Boom, you shoot them over a video. That's it. The video does the work, right? And the reps cannot engage people except with video. So that does a couple of things for us. It keeps us out of trouble with people running their mouths and telling a whole bunch of stories that's not true. Okay? I don't know if you caught that or not, but the ease of what you already do, this is about bringing people who are already doing something. That's what the class is all about. You're bringing people that's already doing something. Then guess when they go through this process, they say, well, you know what, I am interested in making a little money. How do I do it? Then I just simply say to Jerome or Grace, or Jerome or Tempest or anyone, I just simply say, what happened to you? How did you find out? See, you're dropping something along the way while you're doing what you're doing, Pamela. It's a natural progression. So you're doing your thing, but you're just dropping a little information that people are attracted to. And then when they move through your funnel and they like it, and then they say, I want to sell it, but I don't know how to sell. And then you ask them, Antonio, did I sell you anything? How did you get it? Well, you sent me a video, really? Then I said, you sent me another video. And then you gave me something free. So can you send a video 2 times and give something for free? Can you do that? I think so. If you can do that, then you can make money. It's real simple. It's not more complicated than that. It may seem that I'm making this simple, but that's what it's designed to do, to be really simple so you can continue doing what you're doing. We're at the end of this call and I'm talking too much, so go ahead.
Yeah. Remember, no, you're good. Remember, I only do disruptive companies. I'm disrupting the education world. I'm disrupting the motivational speaking world. And now, with Daryl's help, I've disrupted network marketing. We're a new technology. We are a new technology going after all the people. It's just what happens. It's just the way it is. Last thing I'll say. Actually, I won't say it. Last thing I'm going to have Daryl say. Daryl, are you telling me that the people that we're trying to help, because we're helping, they get to do a 30-day trial? Is that what you mean by free?
Yeah, so it's simple. It's like I said, how many times can you get people to say yes to yes? Every time when you position them the right way. If you talk to them, right, then you're not positioning them the right way. If you're doing it the way we share with you how to do it, and you give them something for free, and then they see, I think everybody on this line right now can agree that the content is valuable. That once they see the content, are they gonna not say, I'm not gonna give you $19 for this $20,000 information? It's crazy. It's ludicrous, right? So when you give it for free, just like Netflix, right? They have a choice. At the end of that 30 days, a percentage of people are going to say yes, and that's just the way that is. And then some are going to come back and say yes the next month, or maybe the next month after that. So yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying.
There it is. Tempest and I have got together, got Daryl help, and a lot of you have been promoted, Phil, Susan, everybody, Jerome, James. At the end of the day, this company was founded to help people become millionaires, to help people learn how to get to cutting edge technology. And now Tempest and I are helping people by sharing our wealth. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. See, what's today? Thursday?
Thursday.
We ain't got nothing today, huh?
No.
Wow, today we ain't got nothing. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I'll be ready for you tonight, Daryl.